is up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Fantasy Picks and Bets, brought to you by PrizePick. PrizePick, a fantastic site where you can bet the overs, the unders on fantasy points of all different players from all sports, ranging from baseball, basketball, football, frisbee, I think. I don't know. They've got pretty much everything, but a great site where it's just simple. Don't need to build a line. You just bet overs and unders. We'll be giving you a little picks over there today for you to throw in, because guess what? You sign up using the promo code MMNMLB. You get a nice little deposit bonus of $100, 100% match, free money. You just play through it and it is yours to do whatever the heck you want with it. Does not matter, and you don't even have to make any decisions, because these videos giving you picks nearly every single day of the week. I'm here every Thursday. I'm Turd Ferguson, by the way, or Grant Nefer, depending on whatever you want to call me. But we'll be giving you prize pick stuff, and we're about to get to that. But probably should introduce myself. I'm Turd Ferguson, aka Grant Nefer. I work over at Roto Grinders, over at Scores and Odds. Roto Grinders, the premier fantasy sports advice site on the internet. I haven't searched all of it, but I assume it's the best based on the number of people that are over there. But giving you fantastic information, free content, premium content, everything in Scores and Odds. Fantastic site from some of your favorite DFS players and sports bettors, giving you out picks. Me, I'm over there. I've got about a 65% win percentage on the season. You sign up, we give you bets, you put the bets, you make money. It's that simple. So go ahead, go check that out. But we got a nice little 7-game slate, 8-game slate. I don't know, a decent sized slate here over on DraftKings and over on Prize Picks. And I've got two of them for you today. Two separate bets, picks, whatever you want to call them. First one, Vlad Guerrero Jr. over 9.5 points. Second one, Mancini over 7 points. Same game. Guys aren't really correlated, which is something I like to do generally, but doesn't matter. These props are way too low. Toronto currently is 6.2 implied team total. Baltimore, 5 implied team total. Mancini's number is just far too low, like far too low. There's no way that he should almost ever be at a 7 points total for an over-under, because that's just silly. He's going to get that easily. Going up against Anthony Kay. Anthony Kay is a lefty, so he's got the platoon split. That bullpen is just decimated. I think they're near bottom of the league in terms of bullpen. So terrible bullpen, terrible pitcher. Great spot for Mancini. Way too low prop. And Vlad, he's just so good. He's going up against Kramer. Kramer's a terrible pitcher. It's that simple. The next one, going towards the Dodgers game, we got two guys in there because this is far too low. Going up against Davies, we got over 7 points for Bellinger, over 7.5 for Walker Buehler. Going up against Davies, does not strike anyone out, gives up. It's just not a good pitcher. He's just a bad pitcher. We'll just put it that way. He doesn't strike anyone out. I think his K prop on any given day is around 2.5. And a lot of times he hits the under. Just not a good pitcher. Going up against two of the best hitters in the league with a platoon split. 7 points, far too low. I have been projected around 10 points in this matchup here. They have almost a 5 implied team total. They're both going to hit. They're nicely correlated. They're batting 2 and 4 in the lineup generally. So they're right next to each other. It's a solid overall spot with the platoon split. Just take the over on both those props. And again, get signed up using the promo code MMNMLB. That's Mayo Media Network, Major League Baseball, in acronym form. And while you're at it, don't forget to like and subscribe to the Mayo Media Network YouTube channel. Absolutely fantastic stuff all throughout the week. Plus, it helps us if you like it, makes more people see it, get all this good content out there. So go ahead, like, subscribe, and leave any of your favorite prize picks in the comment section over there. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead whenever you're ready. But in any case, I'm ready to get on to the DraftKings slate. Again, 8-game slate. One ace on this slate. I don't want to suggest him, but I'm going to. It's Walker Buehler going up against the Cubs. Walker Buehler is just good. He's just very, very good at baseball. It's that simple. Consistent. Rarely ever gets less than 20 points. Not a lot of studs on the slate. If you're going to pay up, you pay up for him. Berrios, not close to as good as him. He's around the same price tag. A lot of guys a little bit cheaper, but that really doesn't matter because Buehler is Buehler. Like Joe Ross, not a very good pitcher. Pivetta, 4.5 ERA. Those four guys up top, just not worth paying for if you can just pay for Buehler. So take Buehler. It's that simple. Going up, it's Cubs. Decent lineup, but high strikeout lineup, and Buehler just doesn't get blown up. Next up, we got Luis Garcia. Very, very simple. He's going up against the Tigers. Tigers are one of the top strikeout teams in the entire league. Luis Garcia is a very, very good pitcher. He's been solid all season long, putting up 25-point outings on a fairly consistent basis. Has one or two blowups in there, but the guy, since the beginning of last season, 26% K rate, 30% to righties, 21% to lefties, although he gives up a whole lot less ground balls to lefties. But solid K rate to righties. Detroit strikes out at a huge clip. This is just one of the best matchups you can possibly get as a pitcher. So 8.7K, not nearly enough. The guy can go 100 pitches. It's just the matchup, the price tag, the talent. It's all there. So Luis Garcia, one of the top point per dollar plays on the slate that just doesn't have good pitching. And he's the clear guy that is underpriced on this slate. Next up, I got a few stacks for you. Strange enough, stacks from the same game. It's Baltimore going up against the Blue Jays. Right now, they have an 11 over-under in this game. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes lower, but I really don't care. It's Dean Kramer going up against Anthony Kay. So first, we'll start off with Anthony Kay. The Orioles are one of the top teams in the league, currently ranked third in WRC+, going up against left-handed pitching. Toronto has a bunch of relief pitchers on the IL. One of the worst bullpens in the league. So regardless of how far Kay goes into the game, which he is expected to be a 5 xFIP pitcher, not a huge sample size in the majors, been a little bit up and down, but he's not projected to be a good pitcher. Nothing grades out as being a good pitcher. Going up against the Orioles that are fantastic versus lefties so far this season, it's an easy spot for me. A lot of them are cheap. We got Mancini at 5K. He's the expensive bet, but he's absolutely worth it. Dude's a solid hitter with the platoon split. Next up, we got Montcastle, 4.1K, got the platoon split. Very, very solid hitter. Way too cheap at 4.1K for this matchup, in my opinion. Next up, Hayes. If he's in the lineup, he's 3K. This guy is not great, but he's definitely not a bad hitter. He's a solid overall hitter going up against the lefty, and he's 3K. You can round out your stack that way, and it really works out very well. Hayes, over the last 365 days, 380 days, whatever it was since last season started, 234 ISO, 342 WOBA versus lefties. So real simple spot. Outside of that, you can really go anyone. I have Mullins because I expect him to be lower owned, but this guy has just been mashing this season. I know it's a lefty-lefty matchup, but like I said, Kay might only go 4 or 5 innings, maybe 3 innings if he's getting beat up. So Mullins, even in a lefty-lefty matchup, you're going to get those bullpen arms, those bad bullpen arms in there. They're really going to struggle. So all those guys I love in a stack, but I'm not going to argue with almost anyone in that lineup, considering a lot of the other pieces are just really cheap and they fit with positions that you need cheap guys or are going to want cheap guys. The next stack in that same game, the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays are so good. Dean Kramer is so bad. Kramer is not a good pitcher. That bullpen is not good. They've been getting destroyed by Houston, so their arms are just they're all tired. So they're going to get some bad bullpen arms in there. They don't have a deep bullpen. Some guys are going to come in for long relief, but Kramer, guy since the beginning of last season, 5 xFIP, 10% walk rate, 47% fly ball rate, 47% hard contact rate. He's been giving up hard contact and fly balls to both sides of the plate, more to lefties, but I don't care. The righties on this team smash the ball. Vlad, you've seen what he's done. He's been fantastic. He's been the best hitter in the league so far this season. He's 6.1K. I don't care. That is not enough for this matchup against a bad bullpen and a bad pitcher that gives with fly balls and hard contact. That literally plays perfectly to Vlad. Next up, Springer, now back in the lineup. Got activated off the IL, I think, yesterday. So he's 3,800, solid overall pitcher or hitter, 3,800, too cheap of a price tag. Next up, Gurriel, 3,600, may have a bad lineup spot. Hopefully he's in the lineup, but he's a guy that hits the ball hard. Going up against a pitcher, gives up hard contact, and gives up fly balls. I'm not going to argue with most of the guys in this lineup, but he grades out very well. Teoscar, very solid hitter, 4.5K, not expensive enough. All these guys are too cheap outside of Bichette and Semien, priced about right. Everyone else in this lineup, far too cheap for this matchup. Again, Kramer, not good. Fantastic spot. Huge upside spot considering how many fly balls and how much hard contact he gets up. Next up, we got the individual bets. A lot of guys that I already mentioned. Springer, Mancini, Guerrero. You know the reasons why. I already told you the reasons why. High total in that game. High implied team totals for both teams. Good hitters. It's just pretty darn simple. Outside of that, Kyle Tucker is just 3,900. They refuse to raise his price tag. Going up against Urena. Urena is a guy that does not strike out guys, gives up some hard contact, mostly a ground ball guy, but Tucker, solid overall hitter, way better than $3,900 price tag. Yeah, that's it. He's just too good for this price tag, and he's in a solid matchup versus a bad pitcher. That's it. All right, lastly, guys, we got the bets portion of this little video here. And first one, I like the Dodgers versus the Cubs over. Yes, I do like Walker Buehler in this spot. Yes, I expect Buehler to do well. Overall, though, this is not a high enough number. Davies is not a good pitcher. He's not good. He does not strike anyone out. And hopefully Betts is back in the lineup tomorrow. If Betts is, and this is an even better bet. They are hampered a little bit by injury, but should be rolling out a little bit of a better lineup than they have been recently tomorrow. So I'm willing to roll with the over. I think the Dodgers can put up 7 on their own. So 7.5 runs, not a high enough number. I'm taking the over. Next up, Washington Nationals, -106 going up against the Marlins. If we're just talking about who's the better lineup, it's the Nationals. Like, they have better bats. If we're talking about who's the better pitcher, Petit versus Ross, it's probably Ross. If we're talking about the bullpen, maybe they're similar, but Schwarber's on a heater. Soto's fantastic. Look at pretty much all the way up and down these lineups. Everyone in the starting or everyone that's playing on the Washington side is better than everyone that's playing on the Miami side. It's that simple. This should not be a pick'em game. I just think this is just a bad line, and I expect it to end up at -120 by early morning. So hop on this as soon as you can. But just a bad overall line. Get in there, bet it, get on with your day. But that's pretty much the slate there, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, I'll be back here again next week, I believe. Just giving you the hard-hitting information, the stacks, the bets, the prize pick stuff. So go ahead, get in there. Again, sign up for prize picks using MMN MLB. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Go ahead and check me out over at Roto Grinders, over at Scores and Odds. Again, we're crushing it over there. We got some golf picks that are sure to destroy this weekend. STL Cards, I believe, 100 units up on golf this year. Noto, I think 30. Giving out a whole bunch of winners on a weekly basis. Noto actually had Usuzen last week as an outright winner. Didn't end up working out, but would have been like a 60-1, 50-1 win. But yeah, go check out Scores and Odds. Go check out Roto Grinders. It's been fun, guys. I'm out of here. See you, kids.